Hi, welcome to the Olympiad geometry. Let's continue our study. Here is the problem of the day 11. Before we start, if you think this video is helpful, please click the like button, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. So, P is a point in triangle ABC. Find M and L on AC and BC respectively, that angle PAC equals to angle PBC. Angle PLC equals to angle PMC equals to 90 degrees. D is a midpoint of AB. Proves that DM equals to DL. So let's just draw the figure first. This is a triangle ABC. And let's consider this point P. We know that angle PAC equals to angle PBC. So this angle equals to this angle. And we want to find M and L on AC and BC so that angle PLC equals to 90 degrees, which means we just L is here. M is here, right? And we want to find the midpoint of AB, which is D. And we want to prove that DM equals to DL. Right, we want to prove that DM equals to DL. This is a former Yugoslavia math competition in 1983. So for this problem, the first thing is that we want to prove that DM equals to DL. And what we get here? We get that this is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees, which means this is a right triangle and this is a right triangle. And we have the AB midpoint D. So it actually reminds us that if we find the midpoint of AP here, let's call it E. And the midpoint of BP here, let's call it F. Right, we connect ME, we connect ED, we connect LF, and we connect DF. Right, because F is a midpoint of BP, D is midpoint of AB. So we know that DF equals to half of AP. Right, and because E is a midpoint of AP, D is a midpoint of AB. So we know that ED equals to half of BP. And because E is a midpoint of AP, so we know that EP equals to EM, right? And EP is half of AP, so it also equals to EM. Similarly, ED equals to half of BP, which is PF or FL, so it equals to FL. Then in triangle MED and triangle DFL, right? We know that ME equals to FD, right? ME equals to FD. And we also know that ED equals to FL, right? ED equals to FL. And if we look at, because ED is in parallel with BP and DF is in parallel with AP, so we know that angle PED equals to angle PFD, right? This angle equals to this angle. And also, because angle PED M equals to twice of angle PAC equals to twice of angle PBC equals to angle PFL. So we know that angle MED equals to angle DFL, which means triangle MED is congruent to triangle DFL, right? And based on this, we got DM equals to DL. Okay, so as you can see, the key point of this problem is to find the midpoint of AP and BP, and then everything becomes extremely straightforward, right? So how can we find the midpoint and know how to do the auxiliary lines here? A key point here is that D is the midpoint of AB, and we find the two right triangles. This helps us to think of if we find the midpoint of AP, midpoint of BP, then we know some relationships of the segments, right? Okay, that's for today's problem. I hope you like this video. See you in next one. Thank you.